Hey everybody, so for this week, we're continuing with the story of Yakov, of Jacob, and his brother Esav. Esav represents the evil inclination, the yetzer hara, the sort of sitra, achra, the side that opposes godliness, and Jacob represents the yetzer tov, the side that is always aligning and striving to be in the spiritual state and in alignment with Hashem, with God. And in life, we often face Esavs. We face the person that is trying to pull you out of alignment and connection, the energy that is pulling you away from your purpose and feeling that you're in light and love. So it's this fear, anxiety, they're bringing toxicity to your positivity, and it makes it very, very difficult. But in this story, Yakov, he gives gifts and he's sending all of this toward Esav, appeasing him and actually having this Bittul, this self-nullification. And we all in our lives are thinking, maybe I should match this toxicity with toxicity or this negativity, but that just breeds more negativity. So the idea here is that Yakov is saying, no, let me bring more love into this situation and flip any of the bad into good. And Rebbe Nachman always talks about the good point, seeing the good point, because when you bring more negativity, then you are actually sort of embodying this element and this energy that you don't like in the other person. So we're trying to transcend that and we're trying to flip it. So whereas Yaakov initially was just Yoshev Oalim, staying in the spiritual state and not facing the obstacles, he would run out when Esav would come in, he'd run the other way. And that's why when God came to him, it was in a lower level initially with the dream, which is the same way with Avimelech and with Bilam. But then when he started to actually face the adversity, face the challenges, that's when he had the higher revelation. That's when he went from Yakov, Ekev, holding on to the heel of Esav, to Yisrael, the redemptive consciousness, the state that Israel represents. So we have to, instead of avoiding materiality or our challenges, we don't avoid them, but we actually transcend and elevate them to a higher status and bring goodness into those spaces. There's a lyric from Death Cab for Cutie in the song Where Soul Meets Body, which I named this chapter for this week, and the lyric is, I want to live where soul meets body, and let the sun wrap its arms around me, and bathe my skin in water cool and cleansing, and feel what it's like to be new. It touches on the holy intersection where soul meets body, and the revealed light is all-encompassing, while bathing in the purifying water, which is associated with new beginning, and of course water being Torah and life itself. So we have to think continuously, how can we see the good? How can we flip any negative or bad into good? And how can we bring light into the darkness? And now more than ever, we have to continuously do that. So let's focus on the good, the nikudat tova, that little point of good, and keep expanding that. Just like the moon eventually gets bigger and bigger till it's full and shines light. Our life is going to wax and wane. There's going to be the ups and downs, but we have to continuously see that potential, that spark, where we see the new moon is based on this little spark, this nikudat tova, this little point of good and light, and we have to realize the potential within that and keep growing like that. Shabbat shalom. Love you guys so much.